Hey, Ersgat here, and it's time to talk about the last episode of Season 2 Solo Leveling. And what a season it has been. They cooked really hard. We're gonna talk a bit more about the entire season towards the end of the video. As of recording right now, Season 3 hasn't been announced, which is gonna be really fun. It's probably gonna be announced after I record, or maybe sometime soon in the future. We're gonna talk a bit more about that. And this episode is definitely an aftermath of the Jeju Island arc and setting up some future things. So let's get into it and close off with this episode. It picks up straight from last week with Jinwoo making Byung, the healer, into a shadow. And this kind of put into perspective how much of a difference there is between him and everybody else. Not just because of his physical prowess that he has, he was able to defeat the Ant King, but this power is really dangerous. And Choi putting it into perspective, and the other Korean hunters, the longer a fighter goes, the stronger he gets with his shadow army, because dead bodies become his power here. And I like Byung. He was to the end, and even after the end, a pure healer and a good person. He instantly, without even order, even Jinwoo commented, he went in to heal Chae-in, and he saved her there. Of course, she still needed to go to a hospital, but she wasn't obliterated anymore, so to say, like reconstructing her side, where Beru obliterated her on the left side there. And here is where I like the conversation between Baek and Jinwoo and the others being shocked at what they just witnessed, and I like how Baek put his hand on Jinwoo, asking him to let go of Byung. Even though he might be useful for him, Byung never wanted to be on the battlefield, and that was apparent from previous interactions with Byung. And even Jinwoo grins, and the last smile to Baek from Byung when Jinwoo undid the shadow extraction there, and Baek being more than grateful here. So that was a emotional moment for everybody here, and Byung saved one last person in his life, or after his life, and he actually looked really cool when he was a shadow. Part of me really wanted him to remain, imagine having this strong of a healer as your shadow, but also I liked respecting his wishes and for everybody else to let him go here. And meanwhile, while this was happening, the Japanese hunters were angry, shocked, and of course they go in full retreat. They lost more than they bargained for, to say the least, 7 hunters there. So yeah, they got fucked. They deserved it. They more than deserved it here. So Chae-in is saved, or at least for now, because the ants start going wild, attacking everywhere. All of the other hunters having to deal with the ants here, the Korean hunters, also the S-rank hunters having to retreat to get Chae-in to a hospital here, and Jinwoo stays behind to farm the sweet experience, and him getting to level 100 there. And of course you stay behind to get the loot. The experience makes sense, the some farming there, and actually use a rise to get the Ant King, the strongest shadow. He gets put a bit into some darkness there when he makes the Ant King into a shadows. I'm not gonna go into spoilers what that means for the future. There's some definitely set up things for the future here for season 3 whenever that happens. And then we have the Ant King as a shadow, instantly being able to speak, having the rank of general there, and asking, give me a name, king, grant me a name, and saying, even when Jim asked him, I was the one that killed you, are you okay with following me? Yeah, I'm happy. I wasn't killed, I was reborn thanks to your power, and the name is Beru. I was trying so hard not to say it for the last few videos here, and I know people said it, if you know, it's all over social media, but I do try so hard to stay anime only, especially on things that I've read the source material on. Let me know in the comments below, how do you guys want me to deal with videos like this in the future? If I have read the source material, do you want me to stick simply to the anime, or delve fully into spoilers and things like that if I've read the source material. So now Beru Best Boy is here, and I'm so happy. He's one of the best parts of the entire solo leveling series itself, not just this arc here, and he's the one that goes to deal with the ants instantly, asking for the order, and even saves some of the other hunters there. Jinwoo goes in to save the Korean hunters to allow them to escape and get Jae into the hospital here, and that was cool. So basically, the Jeju Island raid is over here. Day one, a lot of people died. Also, especially the main one that was lost was Byung here, and I saw a lot of people blaming Jinwoo. We're gonna talk about that a bit also there, and we see a bit of hype for the national level hunters when some of the ants made it to China, and Liu being there the number 2 national level hunter here deals with some of the ants, even though he wanted a bit of the action with the main ant king here, but that's gonna be for the future with Liu here. But after this we see the aftermath with everything, the monument for the victims, everybody paying their respects, even Jinwoo going there, and I like how some of them were treating him as a hero and some of them were blaming him why he wasn't there sooner, why didn't he do more, which, yeah, people lashing out with grief, you have to have somebody to blame, and I even saw it on social media everywhere. Why wasn't he there? He was aura farming, which I love the meme, don't get me wrong. And a lot of people have explained that everywhere he couldn't be there sooner, he didn't have shadows for everybody, he got the information late, the streaming was delayed and so on. Of course, if he was there sooner, XX and etc. wouldn't have happened. Byung would have probably been saved. Also, I get those what ifs, why wasn't he there sooner, but I'm gonna stick with the meme answer. He was just aura farming, waiting for the best moment to enter, and the serious people of course know the answer here, and even Bayek telling him, keep your head high, you did more than enough, without you everybody would have died and it wouldn't have been much worse here, and thanking him. And after that even Gang-hee, the president, thanking Jinwoo and asking him, hey, what's next? After this, you're on the world stage, everybody has taken notice of him, all of the other countries, all of the other hunters. He's not just the local, the hunter here, and his next steps are gonna be establishing a guild, and that's gonna be the next arc a bit after this one here. And I liked also, we see a bit of the build-up for the main plot of the story, so to say, one of the recovery teams on Jeju there with resources doing their jobs, and then they run into two monarchs, the Beast Monarch and the Frost Monarch, and I like how the Frost Monarch just puts them to sleep, doesn't just outright kill them. There's some bigger things with that in the sequel series for solo leveling and so on. I'm not gonna go, that's insane spoilers if you go into Ragnarok compared to just solo leveling here, and them commenting that they sensed the Shadow Monarch here. That also set up for future things that are coming after the guild arc here, and Jinwoo's father was also there observing them. I like them hyping up and building things for the future there. And then we have Jinwoo in traffic. Of course he's stuck in traffic. Well, traffic defeats everybody. I don't care how strong you are, traffic is the ultimate equalizer. But him talking to Jinho about the guild and gets asked by Gan-hee to go deal with a gate. He goes in, of course, solo. Then the gates turn red and it's time to farm experience. The entire army is there. All of them, ants, orcs, dragons, everything that he has. Igris, the others, and Beru, the best boy, being here. And I liked Jae commenting that she wants to be stronger, to stand side by side with Jinwoo, catching up to him. Yeah, good luck with that, good luck with that. I like Jae, but catching up to Jinwoo is gonna be yeah. Here, and then we see the comments from Jinwoo. Every hunter has a reason to fight for something, but they're always hunters, so keep hunting. And the last frame, which is probably gonna be the thumbnail, with what's next. So this is definitely very much so an aftermath and build-up episode after the insane episode we had versus Beru there. And I just want to say to the staff, A1 Pictures, you have cooked insanely hard with the season, the animation, everything, the extra scenes, even though some of the things were definitely changed following the novel more than to the comic. And I highly suggest, if you enjoy the anime, please do check out also the comic. Actually go read Solo Leveling. The art there is insane, to say the least, and you're gonna get a full picture, and then you're gonna be hyped for the things to come with season 3, 4, 5 and beyond. And I know there's been talk always there's gonna be like 5 seasons with the series, or even more depending how it works with the adaptation, and if they're gonna do the sequel also with Ragnarok. Also saw some talk going around that the director is gonna work a bit on some other things before he gets back to Solo Leveling, the director of the anime. I mean, I don't know how true those things are, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off if I put the video out and season 3 has been announced, so go spam my comments if season 3 is announced here. But yeah, Saturdays are not gonna be the same. No more aura farming, aura memes and so on every Saturday, but I can't wait. Give me season 3 right now. Of course, take your time with it. I would like it instantly, but considering the quality that we have gotten so far, take your time. Thank you again. And I'm curious, what do you guys think so far with 2 seasons of Solo Leveling, especially if you're anime only, and also, of course, if you've read the source material. I do have some nitpicks, like you guys saw me with the change with Goto face. I love faces like that, reactions and things, but what they have done with the adaptation has been stellar here. And I wanna address also on a side note with the people that are bashing the series on the fact that it's just aura farming and so on, and I just wanna say, so fucking what? It's a series that knows what it is, it leans into that, and it does it perfectly with that. But of course there are some caveats to this. I'm gonna be the biggest one to say it. I enjoy Solo Leveling for what it is, but I'm also not expecting from it Vinland Saga, Berserk and whatever other insane writing, world building, characters series that do a much better job than Solo Leveling. Like, if you want fights and hype, Solo Leveling is where it's at, their series for this. But I'm going in with those expectations, and I'm not expecting the best writing in the world when I'm enjoying a series like Solo Leveling. It's just popcorn fun, hypes, aura, actual for that. And that's why a lot of people, while it's fine not to enjoy those things, I'm not asking you, hey, you should enjoy hype fights and stuff like that. If you don't enjoy it, that's fine, but don't go into a series like this and then crying because it does aura and hype moment here. Of course, it's lacking in some departments. I'm gonna be the first one to admit that, especially with the characters, some of the stories a bit later on. But when it comes to hype, Solo Leveling, it has it. And there's a multitude of series that it's my pet peeve that a lot of people do this in anime and stories in general. With Fairy Tail, you saw me ranting about Fairy Tail. They say Fairy Tail is bad because it has power of friendship, when that's the literal theme, the point of the series has power of friendship. Of course, Fairy Tail also has its own issues, same as Solo Leveling. It's about aura, you're gonna get aura. If you expect something else, that's on you. Hopefully I worded that that people can understand, and of course, hey, Solo Leveling has been great. Can't wait for season 3. And let me know in the comments below what you guys have thought of the series so far. What were your favorite moments? What was your favorite fight? And are you excited for more? And as always, keep enjoying anime. We're here to wait for season 3. I'm gonna see you again on the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos. So, bye-bye.